My eyebrows are always so uneven on camera. They're not as bad today. But in real life, like, I have to really draw this and make it even darker. In real life, this is way darker than this, because on camera, this looks way darker. Always. What can you do? Nothing. Okay. Hi, hello. Seeing as I can't stop buying books, I thought it would be good to do the TBR book tag. I think that's what it's called. I always just look through, it's a compilation of book tags. I will link it down below if you just want to do one. So, first one, how do you keep track of your TBR pile? I have a Goodreads, that's where I keep track. I do the Goodreads yearly challenge, is how I keep track of the numbers that I'm reading. I also have a journal that I write all my books in. And then these are, so that's the general list. And then these are the books that I've bought. There's that little space there. And then I cross them out once I've read them. Is your TBR mostly print or ebooks? They are mostly print. I don't think I even own any ebooks. If I read an ebook, it's probably from the library. How do you determine which book from your TBR to read next? Mostly a mood reader. I've discovered that if I try to do a TBR, something about that pressure of having to stick to it makes me not want to read. So it's mostly just what I feel like reading. A book that's been on your TBR the longest, it is... Did I pull it out? No. A book that's been on my TBR the longest is Wuthering Heights by Bronte. Yes, this is the Twilight inspired cover. My friend got this for me. Yeah, she has. Wuthering Heights with this edition. A book you recently added to your TBR for this. So for some people, TBR means just their general books that they want to read, even if they don't own it. For me, TBR is like, I actually own it. I have a physical copy of it. For that, the most recent one is... The time that I'm filming this, they haven't arrived yet, but I ordered 3 books, and it is... So that should be my latest books that I've added. It's All the Lights We Cannot See. What did I buy? I think it's All the Lights We Cannot See, The Nightingale. Let me look. Okay, so the 3 books that I bought and they haven't arrived yet, but that should be the latest, is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. That is the latest. I haven't planned this very well. Okay, a book in your TBR strictly because of its beautiful cover. There's only one answer to this, because I only have one true cover buy in my entire collection, and it's this. Strange Fire by Tommy Wallich. I never buy books purely for the cover. Like, if I've seen it at least once floating around Instagram, even if I don't know what it's about, and then I go to the store and I see it and I buy it, I count that as not a cover buy, because I've at least seen it elsewhere. But this, truly, I saw it, Half Price Books, I saw the spine, and I thought it was interesting that the, what are these called? Like, the branches were interwoven through the letters, and then I pulled it out, and I just really like the color. and that's why I bought it. Never heard of this, never heard of the author. Even now I can't tell you what it's about. City against city, brother against brother, knowledge has always been the enemy of faith. And that's all. Like, look how pretty it is. I love it. I'll tell you about it once I read it. Whenever that may be. A book on your TBR that you never plan on reading. For this one, every book I buy, I of course plan on reading. It's just a matter of when I actually get there. So for this, I had to think about it. I was like, you gotta be honest with yourself. Which book are you just gonna keep pushing off? And then sometime in the future, you will most likely get rid of this book and it will remain unread. For that, I have The Cold Finch by Donna Tart. This is a chunky boy. It is hefty. How many pages is this? Oh, it's not that big. It's over... Oh. Yeah, it is big. Lols. It's 768. Which doesn't sound that big, but it is like a lot bigger. It's also just like a taller book. Anyway, so this is my answer. I am still interested in this. That's why I haven't gotten rid of it. If I'm being honest, I have to get rid of some books. This would probably be one of them that I will get rid of. That will remain unread. But just like, that's satisfying. Okay. An unpublished book on your TBR that you're excited for. If we're gonna go by TBR, meaning like I own a physical copy of it, I don't get ARCs. I'm not important enough for that. But by TBR, as in just on books that I want to read in general, I'm looking forward to Anyway the Wind Blows. I think it's the last Simon Snow book by Rainbow Rowell. TJ Klune also has another book. I think it's called Under the Whispering Door that comes out in September. The Rainbow Rowell book comes out summer. Yeah, those are the only two books that I'm really looking forward to reading. A book in your TBR that basically everyone's read but you. I have a bunch of this. Here we go. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Why have I not read them? Same reason I haven't read all these other books. Haven't been in the mood, even though I've read books that are similar to them, and I could have just picked those up right after. My reading methods are not to be questioned, okay? A book in your TBR that everyone recommends to you. I'm just gonna take this as a book that people recommend a lot because nobody around me reads. So the to you part of this question, I don't get personal recommendations. So for this one, I chose Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is a retelling or based off of the Iliad. People always say it's super, super sad. The camera freaks out. Whatever. It just changes everything. Everybody says this is super sad, and I want to read this, but I feel like I should read the Iliad first, which I also own. But I want to take my time with the Iliad and treat it as if I'm reading it for a class and like properly dissect it. Who knows when that will be? So who knows when I'm gonna read this? A book on your TBR that you're dying to read. For this one, I have A Solitaire by Alice Oseman. This is her first novel. Alice Oseman said that this protagonist is dealing with depression and just trying to find joy in the world. And I'm just like, me. It's me. I'm the main character of this story. Last question, how many books are in your TBR shelf? Let me Let me count. This is embarrassing. 1, 2, 3. No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 9. I have 96 unread books. Don't judge me. So, there you go. How do people end videos? I hope you enjoyed this video and all the other videos that I've posted so far. Bye!